Households across the country are under pressure again this morning after the Bank of Canada raised the interest rate yet again to 5%. It's further squeezing homeowners who are already concerned about having to renew their mortgages. But for others, it's making finding a home or a rental even further out of reach. Our next guest knows the pain of the high cost of living all too well. Joining me now is Terry Smith-Fraser, a full-time continuing care assistant who is currently living in her van after she was forced out of her apartment because the cost of rent climbed. Terry, welcome. Thank you for being with us. You've been living in your van for a year?
Yes. Just over a year now, I've been in my van.
What led to this?
Well, I was rent evicted, which is happening a lot, and the high cost of rents, I just couldn't afford an apartment. I couldn't afford anywhere to live. So I ended up buying a van, and I now live in a van.
And you have a full-time job?
Yeah, I work full-time at the hospital as a CCA. I've been there 25 plus years. And yeah, I can't afford to live in an apartment by myself.
We should mention that you're in Halifax and you were priced out of the market. What did you find from searching for a home? Was the average price of shelter for an apartment for a single person?
For a single person, like you might be able to get a one bedroom for around $1,800, which is, you know, more than double what I was paying before.
More than double.
Yeah, more than double than what I was paying before. And like to rent a room in somebody's house would cost over $1,000 a month.
Could you ever imagine this for yourself?
No, not at this stage in my life. I didn't think I'd be working a job and living in a van, especially in the winter.
Well, I mean, I think all of our imaginations are running wild right now. Can you describe what life is like for you with your van as your home?
My biggest issue is parking, because I don't live at a campground that would cost more than rent. So I basically live on the streets of Halifax. I try and find free parking places close to work. And then on my days off, I'm looking for parking, you know, in a park or close to the ocean or somewhere nice, at least out of the city. I have everything I need in the van. I have a toilet. I have a kitchen setup, showers. I have a gym membership. But that's basically how I live right now.
What do family and friends say to you, Terry, about your living conditions?
I think they're pretty used to it now. In the beginning, it was kind of, I think people weren't sure if I was going to be able to manage it, especially coworkers. I'm kind of adventurous, so my kids already knew that. Probably just felt like it was another adventure, but my coworkers didn't think that I should be doing it, I guess, or that there had to be another way.
Do you have hope that someday you will have your own place again, a place that's not on four wheels, Terry?
At this point, I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like rents and the cost of housing and stuff is just so expensive that I really don't want to use my money, all of my money, to go towards rent. So I think this has become my new lifestyle.
Terry Smith-Fraser, thank you so much for joining us today.
Food has become so unaffordable in this city that even people employed with full-time jobs can no longer buy groceries. That's according to a new report by Feed Scarborough Food Bank, which has seen a startling 112% increase in visits since last year.
Think about it. You're working 40 hours a week, but you still cannot afford food, which is a basic human right.
More than half of those employed reported low income as their reason for accessing a food bank. What does that say to you?
That says that we have precarious employment, number one. That says that our housing and other expenses are so high that they are often food is somewhere where they compromise.